Yo, it's your boy Slug in the Middle. You guys already know what the deal is, right? Check this out. So, of course, we got a lot of stuff inside JJK fan parade on the global side of the game. This is going to be the balance adjustments in some of these recollection bits. And of course, we got a balance adjustment for character. So, let me just make this quick and short, right? For some that are a little bit confused, that and I guess the main thing is, right, because pride is gonna be one of um the free to play memory. Everybody's saying like, wait, did this get nerfed or buff, right? So quick way to say it, right, because this is one of the most important free to play like, recollection bits that we got inside the game, even JP side. So this, we all got this inside JP, so don't be alarmed. But yes, this is somewhat a nerf. I wouldn't say it's like a nerf, right? But like it is, right? It's more of a restriction, right? So when they say the effect duration of the recollection skill is set to 8 turns, it does not mean you can't stack it. It just means that now they have a restriction for it. Because if we go inside the game here, right? So I got it already up because I had this prepared, and I'm pretty sure, and it took JP for this one to get in there for, it took like I think 3-4 months, right? But at least we're getting it early. But I'm not saying like it's a good or bad thing. It's just more of a restriction now. So you know how we could trigger this thing twice, right? It's still stacked, you guys, right? This doesn't change. I think the confusion that most of the player base are getting confused at, it's like, can we use it? No, it's just gonna be the same thing, but it's just so you can't sit on this thing forever, because in the global side of the game, they don't have a restriction of like how long you could sit on this thing. They just say you could just use this after uh, five every 5 turns. So we still could stack this thing, so don't be alarmed about that. It just when they updating, it's just gonna say 2 turn, and it's gonna last, and this thing lasts for 8 turn. So you have to use this thing right away and to get the double stack. So double stack is still a thing. So is it a nerf? Pretty much, but then is it gonna affect you in any type of way? No. Especially what we know from the JP side of the game. All right, now let's just go into the other stuff. I just want to clear the air, so because a lot of people ask me, I just don't really know, right? I just think it's just a restriction because they have to balance out. It's the same thing with everything else. See, you notice like everything that say like the effect duration, so it's not like the turn of you reusing it. It's just now they're having a place like it will disappear, so you can't sit on pride for 10 turn and double stack it, right? You have to get the double stack within the 8 turns. So you guys use it on turn 1, then you could reuse it after the 5th turn. So I think what, turn 6 or something, turn 6 or turn 7, use it again, and boom, you have to do it within the 8 turns to get the double stack. That's pretty much it. So everything here that you guys see is pretty much just a restriction. I think the most interesting one is the unity from the top and bottom. This is that one card, the one with the Jogo domain with Yuji and Nanmi in it, or some people know it as the Yaga memory card, where it's really good for Yaga. So this is a somewhat I would say, yeah, I'm not sure because this say now it will trigger the auto skill once, right? So, but it's not gonna affect how you play the card. It just pretty much, I think they're just having restriction to it to balance it out, right? Because this is a balance adjustment to some recollection, but it's just a balance, right? So I hope that cleared the air for Pride. Pride is still cooking no matter what. You still gonna be throwing this bad boy on. You're gonna be playing it the same way you play, because we use pride on the first turn anyways, so this will not affect you. You get what I'm saying? It's just more like now you can't sit on it for like 100 turns to get the second buff for some odd reason, right? So there you go with that. Of course, we're gonna have a balance change for certain characters now. JP, we also got this thing. Same thing, like I said, it took like 3-4 months. It was even on a live stream when they did this thing. So of course, and when it comes to the characters, I know not a lot of people is gonna be like, oh yeah, this is these characters at the end of the day they're not usable. Megami, all this, these are all the old characters, right? Yes, every single person that you see in here, Megami. Let me just make it super quick, right? Megami over there, everybody pretty much got a buff. To be honest, there's no nerf on the character wise, but I just want to address the whole recollection bit side because I've been asked like did they nerf it or not, but I don't know, right? Maki Zen Maki over here. Of course, she get buff. Pana's getting a massive buff. And here's the thing: even though these units are getting buff, they're still not somebody I will recommend to level up. But no, at least they balance them out a little bit because it was very weak, and they're still weak till this day, even on the JP side of the game. But if you're using them and you like using them, you just play how you like it, right? But they are all getting a buff. So Panda, of course, his curse energy cost is a lot cheaper. As you can see, that's a 15 cheaper, and this one another 15 cheaper. Like Panda is just being that tank, right? But even with this balance chain, it doesn't mean he jump up in the tier list. He still stay at the same spot. But then of course you'll probably say at least the one that love Panda. I know there's a few of you guys over there, right? At least Panda, rise up. All right. So, and here we got Jogo. So, of course, we got this also in the JP, right? This was a very interesting one. Most people probably would not have Jogo or Hanmei as of now, right? Especially in the global. It just global only been out for like a month now, or like even less a month, or somewhat, right? I don't think anybody have Jogo or Haname, so they wouldn't even know what happened here. But as you can see, the before and after, right? So they increased Jogo damage because in the JP side of the game, like he is bad, and even with this change up, he is still pretty bad. So there's nothing new there for Jogo. Hanmei got a huge buff. I will say this though. Hanmei got a huge buff. But by the way, you guys, save your phantom tokens, the one where you buy Hanmei and Jogo, because the pacing of the game as of late, I just feel like we gonna be getting Mojito pretty soon. I just say hold it off because and plus we're getting the tower mode. So if you even if you got close to the phantom token right now inside the shop, I will really advise you to hold it off and pick up Mojito. Mojito's gonna be helping out free to play. Of course, Hanoi would have been nice, but I feel like they're rushing a lot of stuff, so I would save those phantom token for better units that's gonna be coming out like Mojito. But yeah, Hanme half of huge buff, like huge, like even in JP, it was beautiful. It just making Hanme just a lot better. Like this thing used to cost 40. That thing was so expensive. It just dropped down by 5, but at least it's a little bit better than what it was, man. Like when we had now, but most of us in global will not experience it because they're pretty much by the time you get Hanme or Jogo, they're already getting buffed. That's just how crazy it was, right? But Hanme's getting buff, um, a big buff. Everybody's pretty much getting buff. Nanami over here is getting a buff. Mai, just everybody, right? But none of them jump up in the ranking where they become more important now, I guess, right? I just think, oh, if anything that you guys learn from this video, it's pretty much Hanmei got the W for buff inside the game, and that's why Hanmei becomes like a little bit better in the game. But of course, just in a late game inside tower mode, and we're getting tower mode super early. I can't wait to play some tower mode. Cause honestly, you guys, yes, they're rushing a lot of things, and I had the previous video about the 6 banner situation and all that thing running up. But honestly, truly, I really think the new content is really nice because it took JP so long to get that thing. I think it'll be a more of a challenge what we be getting especially that we don't have my hero. I'm very curious. So if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, here we go, right? I have 900 token. I'm pretty sure how many tokens you guys got. Let me know in the comment section down below. But I would hold off actually, and because if I remember when we had this balance change, right? My hero did arrive. So low key, it might be a little hidden secret that Mojito might actually be coming inside the shop sooner than later. I mean, of course, sooner, right? I mean, look at how everything's going. But he might actually be coming sooner because, like, Mojito is actually one of those units that actually help a lot of free-to-play player inside the JP side of the game, clearing the tower mode, you know. And of course, definitely, guys, man, there's gonna be a lot of change of plans. So I'm thinking, I was saying like what you should do with your account or how you starting off. There's been a lot of change, but definitely follow your boys so you guys could get that new strategy or plan out the future for the global launch of the game, heading leading up to JP. What we got going on? As you guys know, your boy is very active over in JP. I'm just giving you guys the get go, so you guys know what to do as a free to play, and try to just hold off on your cubes, you guys. This things are taking a while turn, but that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Your boy Slugger, and we out of here. One.